Another blow for a Greene County community. A man is found dead just weeks after the woman he was looking for disappeared. Coming up, what police are looking for today.
And not as much snow as we had last year on this Valentine's Day, but we are tracking some snow and bitter cold conditions. I'll have the details coming up on Sunrise.
Plus, nearly 5,000 people expected in Indianapolis this weekend for the Wizard Con, and one of the big stars will be here this morning. He's flexing, he's ready. We're going to talk to the man behind the Incredible Hulk coming up live here on Sunrise in just a few minutes.
From Indiana's news leader, Eyewitness News Sunrise starts now.
Good morning once again. Time now 9 o'clock on your Saturday, your Valentine's Day. Welcome to Sunrise. I'm Naomi Peskovitz. Kelly Green is here with your Valentine's Day forecast, and shocker, it's going to be cold.
Yes, definitely going to see major changes moving in a little bit later on today. Right now it's actually pretty mild, even though it's cold because of the wind chill. The air temperature has still been hanging in the upper 20s across central Indiana. We're starting to see them drop though here in Lafayette, now down to 25, down to 27 in Kokomo. We've been holding steady at 29 in Indianapolis, still 33 in Seymour and 31 in Bedford. We do have some breezy conditions. Winds are sustained around 15 to 20 miles per hour, and that makes it feel like it's 15 in Indianapolis, feeling like 11 in Lafayette, feeling like 21 in Greensburg. And wind chills will be significant today, as well as snow showers. We are watching out for this quick burst of snow that will move across central Indiana here as it moves off to the east, and we may see reduced visibility. And with those windy conditions, that is going to cause that blowing snow, which will also bring down visibilities as well. Could see some light accumulations, especially in northeastern Indiana. That's where the lake effect snow bands will be setting up throughout the day today. These are temperatures, and notice they'll be falling through the day today as that Arctic air rushes in, allowing temperatures to fall throughout the afternoon. They'll be dropping into the low teens and single digits by late afternoon, and wind chill values will be below zero. I'll have more details about a wind chill advisory coming up in your SkyTrack forecast.
Kelly, thank you. There is a murder mystery this morning out of Greene County. A man who was the last to see a mother before she disappeared on New Year's Eve has been found, stabbed to death. Indiana State Police say 22-year-old DJ Lockhart was stabbed to death at a Bloomfield home, but investigators are not saying why he was there. The victim's father says he talked to his son Thursday, hours before his death, telling his dad he was checking on a possible lead he had for his missing ex-girlfriend, also the mother of his child. 18-year-old Marina Bolter disappeared New Year's Eve from a Bloomfield IGA where she worked. Police say Bolter was seen getting into a car that day with an older man after work, and she has not been seen since. Investigators say they questioned Lockhart about his ex's disappearance, but ruled him out. Now his grieving family wonders if his search for answers is the reason he died.
He loved that girl, and he loved that baby, and he was working on being a good father.
Indiana State Police say Bolter's disappearance is still an open case. We are hoping to find out what led to a deadly shooting last night. It happened in the 1200 block of West 32nd Street. Police have not identified the person who died, and they are still looking for the person or people responsible. We will bring you updates as they come in right here during our show and also on social media. Another Colts player is in trouble with the law this morning. The NBC affiliate in Dayton reports that an Ohio State trooper cited Colts running back Ahmad Bradshaw for marijuana possession and following another vehicle too closely on I-70. Bradshaw has been with the Colts for 2 seasons, but both were cut short by injuries. He is currently a free agent. And this is the 4th Colts player who's been arrested this offseason. DeQuell Jackson was arrested for allegedly punching a pizza delivery guy. Andrew Jackson, who has been cut, was arrested on suspicion of drunk driving. And Josh McNary is facing sexual assault charges. Well, for the first time, Indianapolis is hosting the Wizard World Convention. That's bringing thousands to the city this weekend. Sunrise reporter Matt McCutcheon joins us live there this morning with a very special guest, very strong guest. Matt, good morning.
Very strong indeed, Naomi. Good morning to you. 5,000 people expected. One of the stars they'll see right here, the incredible Hawk, Lou Ferrigno, joining us this morning. Good morning to you. You're here this morning. You've been, last week you were in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Next week in Cleveland, Ohio for this Wizard convention. What do you take away from coming to all these different cities?
Well, I enjoy coming here because I enjoy connecting with the fans, because I've never done a show like this in Minneapolis or Wisconsin, and people, instead of going to Chicago and travel, they get a chance to have a show in their hometown, in their backyard.
And you in Indianapolis last night, you went out to eat. Where did you go and how was it?
Well, I went to St. Elmo's restaurant, and they tell me about the cocktail sauce, shrimp cocktail. I felt like a dragon after I ate the sauce. It was burning right through my nose. even I was with William Shatner, and he was the same way. It's almost like you feel like you're getting a fire up your nose.
Two VIPs, and no one warned you. No one said, you may want to be a little careful with that.
Yeah, they should have warned me, because I was really hungry, and I do shrimp, and I thought maybe there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sorry you did not get the lesson early. That's going to be pretty painful. Looking here at all these different pictures, you've had such an incredible life, and it all started with overcoming challenges and adversity in your own life.
Yeah, because when I was young, I had to deal with the hearing and speech factor, but I was like a real-life Walter Mitty. I was a Hulk my whole life. I was bullied my whole life, and that led me to bodybuilding, fitness, and training. That's why.
You've got some muscle. You're pretty strong.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you were 350, right, at one point?
325, 2% body fat when I competed again in 1992 for the Mr. Olympia.
When people come here, what do they talk to you about? I know there's so many things. Your career is impressive and spans so many decades and generations.
Well, they love to talk about the makeup, about the show, how much it affected their life, their parents. They had funny stories. Also, a lot of people come here. They tell me how much weight they lost, meeting me years ago. They get motivated. So it's all over.
Great to be such an inspiration. Real quick, I know we have a picture. Yesterday you got to meet Naomi Pescovich. She's back at the station today. I know you and she had a special moment yesterday.
Yes, I just, everybody wants to be in the sleeper hold, like a choke hold, like the movie I Love Your Man. Yeah. Even over here, so the women like it, they just get so excited.
Now, Naomi, can you vouch for that? Were you pretty excited with that yesterday?
Sweet man. That picture is deceiving because although he's smiling, he is such a happy and wonderful person to hang out with. And
she
like
said,
you said,
you're
Matt,
a very sweet man. You're a giant teddy bear, I think is what
that's
she
what
called
I
you.
was saying.
I love her. Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment, and keep up the great work.
Well, thank you very much. There you go, Naomi. We already got a Valentine from you. He says he loves you. He's flexing for you. We've got pictures of him.
Happy Valentine.
Oh, thank you. I have quite the hunk as a Valentine. Thank you, Lou. It's good to see you again after such a short period of time.
She's happy to see you as well. So we're happy to see you, and we're going to be happy to see the 5,000 people expected here throughout the weekend.
See a lot of people today.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check back with you guys again. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Lou. Well, still ahead, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has a confession coming up. Why she really fell asleep at the president's State of the Union address. Plus, one of the Powerball winners has claimed her prize. Why this mega jackpot could not have come at a better time. Well, here's a story that's trending online today. Remember when Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg nodded off during President Obama's State of the Union speech last month? Yeah, we all remember that. Well, she is keeping her sense of humor about it. Here's how she explained what happened.
The audience, for the most part, is awake because they're bobbing up and down all the time. And we sit there stone-faced, sober judges, but we're not, at least I wasn't, 100% sober, because before we went to the State of the Union, we had dinner together.
Justice Ginsburg went on to say that during her cat nap, she dreamed about something other than the State of the Union. Very funny. A North Carolina woman is stepping forward now, saying she bought one of 3 tickets for the $564 million jackpot Powerball on Wednesday. 26-year-old Marie Holmes is a mother of 4 and has been unemployed to take care of her children, one of whom has cerebral palsy. Well, she bought her Powerball ticket just on a last-minute whim, and it, of course, paid off huge. Her cut of the prize, $188 million. She plans to use the money to buy a home and care for her kids.
This is all for them. Like, everything is all for them. All the struggle that I ever went through, it was all for them. And I just want them to understand that money doesn't change you, but it can help you, so they don't have to worry about debt, none of that. Like, they can go to college, all on me, and they don't have to worry about nothing. And I'm glad I can do that for them.
Well, the other 2 winning tickets were sold in Texas and Puerto Rico. Those winners have not yet come forward. It gives you the chills, doesn't it, when you hear about someone so deserving? I mean, that is a lot of money, but a person who could really use it, and we're really excited for her.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
cool.
it's such a big jackpot. It's nice that it was kind of split up 3 ways, too, because, I mean, that's uncomprehendable.
What do you
over
do with all that?
$180 million.
I know. Well, with 4 kids, she'll definitely find a way to spend it. Happy Valentine's Day to all you folks out there. We know it will be a very cold one.
That's right. It is actually pretty mild right now, but we are going to see temperatures tumbling through the day, and we're already starting to see some snow showers developing. A snowy, blustery Valentine's Day. I've got it all coming up in your SkyTrack 13 forecast.
Welcome back. Time now is 9:15 and there's no rest, it seems, for snow-weary New England as yet another storm now taking aim.
Right. This past weekend, some parts of the region could see an additional 2 feet of snow, and that's not the only concern. Along with the white stuff, temps are expected to plunge. National Guard soldiers have now been deployed to help dig out. Much of Boston and its surrounding areas still buried in a blanket of white. With blizzard warnings in effect from Maine to Cape Cod, stores are crowded as people prepare to hunker down.
It's a total beating. I feel like everybody feels that way.
It's unbelievable. We've been here for about 7 years, and this is probably by far the worst I've seen it.
Well, even in areas spared of the snow, little relief now from winter as bitter cold is settling in with single digits and below zero wind chills. Now that part we can relate to.
Unfortunately, yes.
We're feeling the same here.
Yes, and that's what we're going to see is this Arctic front ushering in much colder air, and it's going to be windy. So that's going to allow those wind chill values to dip well below zero later this afternoon on into the evening. In the meantime, we are tracking some snow showers on live Doppler 13 radar. As you can see here, we do have some light snow that has been moving into central Indiana on the western portion of the state, right along I-74 as well as I-70, portions of Bloomington starting to see some light snow. All of this pushing off to the east, and that will be the case through the morning hours into early afternoon. Here's a look from our Connorsville cam. You can see those breezy winds and the flag there. It is going to be a breezy day, and temperatures will start responding to that. In fact, we're already starting to see some temperatures falling at 25 right now in Lafayette. Still 29 though in Greensburg, 26 in Richmond. Wind chill values in the teens right now, but they'll be dropping well below zero later on today. A cloudy look from our HD Skycam Indianapolis. At the Indianapolis airport, still holding steady at 29 degrees, but check out these sustained winds. 22-mile-per-hour winds out of the west. Wind chill value making it feel like it's 15. Now we are tracking some snow squalls, especially across south central Indiana this morning into early afternoon. Could see a quick coating of an inch or so. We also have a better chance of seeing some of those snow showers in our northeastern viewing area thanks to some lake effect snow. And the winds will be sustained from 20 to 30 miles per hour at times today out of the northwest, and that will cause reduced visibility from that snow and also cause some slick roadways. So do be careful as you head out today. This Arctic front will continue to push across the Great Lakes area, dropping on through with those winds out of the northwest. Snow showers this morning into early afternoon, and then we'll keep a chance of light snow as we head into the afternoon. Some lake effect snow. We have that long fetch of water from Lake Michigan that will allow these snow bands to set up along Kokomo, Peru, down to Tipton, Marion, possibly even down to Noblesville, where we could see maybe an accumulation of an inch to an inch and a half. These snow bands will continue into the evening hours tonight. Temperatures this afternoon will continue to tumble down into the low teens by late afternoon. It will just be a blustery day. We'll see those wind chill values dropping below zero this afternoon and then dropping between 15 and 20 below later on tonight into tomorrow. A wind chill advisory goes into effect, and that will go into effect tonight until tomorrow morning. So we'll see temperatures this afternoon falling to around 10 degrees, down to 2 above early tomorrow morning, high of 15 Sunday afternoon. A frigid day on Sunday. We do have a chance of a few light snow showers, mainly in south central Indiana on Monday, and then another chance of snow on Wednesday, and those bitter cold conditions return by the middle of the week. Naomi?
Kelly, thank you. Every Saturday we showcase the best of Indy with Yelp's Brittany Smith. This morning she shows us a fairly new spot in Fountain Square that's getting quite the buzz. Let's check out Wildwood Market.
This week we're at Wildwood Market, located in Fountain Square. The Yelp reviews love this 6-week-old business for all the gourmet and local products that you can find, ranging from cheeses to meats to produce. We're going to go inside and see why this 7-year-old empty repair shop turned into a market is so popular amongst the Yelp crowd. We're joined by the owner of Wildwood Market, Craig, here in the beautiful space, and he's going to share with us why Yelpers love their local cheese boards and sandwiches of the day that the reviews can't get enough of. So we'll just start off, Craig, with the cheese boards. What makes them so special here?
Sure. So we have a program where you can come in and you can get a cheese board for either 2 or 3 to 5 people, and it kind of varies in size based off of the cost. And it comes with some great cheeses, some bread, bread, some local preserves, and dried fruit and nuts as well. So one example that we have out here, this is Tulip Tree's Trillium. So it's locally made up by Zionsville. It's a nice triple cream cheese. This is the 5-year cheddar from Hooks in Wisconsin. And then we have Gouda from Iowa, and a nice cheap smoked blue cheese from Wisconsin. Then it comes with some pecans, some dried cherries, some flatbread, and then some pear and honey preserves as well. And then for $5, also you can add some charcuterie to any board. So that would come with some, smoking goose charcuterie. This also has some Duya from Duya Artisans in Chicago.
So have these been pretty popular as a dining? I mean, you can get them carry out if you're wanting to do a dinner party, and it's not even something you just have to have here in the space, correct?
Sure. So yeah, we're happy to package them up to go. So you can come in and just grab something to take home for dinner or pre-dinner snack with your friends or family. So yeah, it's great. It can go both ways.
Another big thing that's been popular in the Yelp reviews is your sandwich of the day. You always come in and kind of get a surprise and go with what you guys are featuring. Can you tell us a little bit about the sandwich we have here and then what options people can expect when they come time and time again?
Sure. So we feature one sandwich a day. It changes every day. And we try and post that to social media. And it just kind of, we kind of come in and whatever we feel like making, we make that day. So one example is this. It's Amelia's Francese with some prosciutto, some triple cream, brie, and some local greens, fig and orange preserves. And then also another example would be this that we're featuring today. It's our smoked chicken mole sandwich. So we've got some local chicken that we've smoked, some chocolate mole sauce, pickled onion, avocado, some lime greens and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and they can always pair it with some Circle City soups on the side, right?
Yep.
Also made locally?
Yep, every day we have a couple Circle City soups and chips, local Broad Ripple chips and things like that you can come in and grab for a quick lunch.
Thanks so much for joining me, Craig. One of the trends in the Yelp reviews time and time again for Wildwood Market is that they feature local coffees every day paired with Circle City Sweets croissants. For $4, you can get both a cup of coffee and a croissant. Every day they're featuring different coffee shops like Bee Coffee Roasters, Tinker, Miles Square, Liberation Coffee Roasters. So it's a great way to sample your way through Indy's coffee roasteries. And they have seats here, so if you want to have a meeting, it's a good new spot to mix up from your local coffee shops. So if you bring your own bag, this is one of the things that reviews love a lot, is that you bring your own shopping bag to Wildwood Market, they'll trade you an endangered species chocolate. So save a shopping bag and get a chocolate in return. If you're looking for more great local markets similar to Wildwood Market or businesses in Fountain Square, visit the Yelp app or go to yelp.com.
Brittany, thank you so much. Valentine's Day, of course, the holiday of love. It's also the holiday of caring, why people are asking you to sign the most important Valentine card of them all, the donor card. Plus, an important reminder, if you don't have health care, the deadline to sign up through the Affordable Care Act is tomorrow. The penalty you could face if you miss it.
This is Eyewitness News Health Beat.
Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for health insurance under the Affordable Care Act. Millions of Americans who lost jobs in the past year and don't qualify for Medicaid or Medicare are trying to figure out now how to beat that deadline. If you don't have health insurance at work and you're under the age of 65, you've got one more day to pick a health plan or you'll get hit with a penalty. That penalty, it's a lot, $325 a person. About 28 million people are eligible for coverage under the Affordable Care Act. Experts say don't just renew last year's policy, there could be a better plan.
It really depends on where you live and which plan you bought last year. So it could be that your plan went up quite a bit or even down quite a bit. And so for that reason, it's important to shop around.
Health experts say they are seeing big crowds ready to sign up with just one day left now to enroll. Well, have you signed the world's most important Valentine? February 14th, it's also National Donor Day. Last year, more than 27,000 lives in the United States were saved through organ transplants. However, more than 130,000 people, including more than 1,500 Indiana residents, are currently waiting for life-saving organ transplants. Sadly, because of the critical shortage of organs, many of those people will not get a second chance at life. You can sign up to be a donor today by going to donatelifeindiana.org. We do have that link posted to our website as well at WTHR.com. Well, trying to break another legal barrier, a same-sex couple in Indiana is taking their personal battle to court, what they're fighting to change.
Temperatures are actually pretty mild right now in Indianapolis at 29 degrees, but check out Chicago, already 14. That is coming our way. I'll have the timing of the cold air as well as snow showers in your SkyTrack 13 forecast.
Indiana's news leader. Eyewitness News at Sunrise continues.
The race is on at White River State Park. The Be My Valentine 5K is underway. In fact, some runners already crossing the finish line there. We will head out there later on to tell you about the great cause runners are braving the elements for. And we do have a full slate for you this morning on Sunrise. A battle is raging over the money that'll go towards the new Justice Center, why the plans might be in jeopardy. And you've likely taken measures to protect your financial info after that data breach at Anthem. We'll tell you why it's important not to forget about your kids. But first, Kelly Green joining us to talk about your Valentine's Day forecast, and we hope you've got someone to warm up with because it's going to be cold.
Yes, we're actually pretty mild right now, but it is definitely going to be different later on today as this Arctic front blasts across central Indiana. We do have some light snow that's beginning to move in as that front moves in a little bit closer. You can see it's moving off to the east-southeast, and taking a little wider look, we do have this area of low pressure that's moving across the Great Lakes area. It will move through pretty quickly, but behind it is much colder air. Here's a look at live Doppler 13 radar right now. If we zoom in here a little bit closer, Park County, Rockville, right along US 36, seeing some of those heavier, more intense snow showers, likely reduce visibility in those areas thanks to those gusty winds that we're having along US 231. Also for Spencer, seeing some of those snow showers in Owen County, and we're going to continue to see this kind of activity pushing off to the east-southeast over the next few hours, and then lake-enhanced snow showers will be likely on and off throughout the day. Now, these temperatures really tell the story. It's currently 29 in Indianapolis, but if we look off to our northwest where this cold air will be moving in from, it's 14 in Chicago. Temperatures will tumble through the day today behind that Arctic front. That cold air will allow temperatures to fall into the low teens. Notice we'll still see some lake-enhanced snow showers on and off throughout the day today. Could see some light accumulations across central Indiana. It will be a blustery Valentine's Day. Naomi?
Kelly, thank you. An Indiana same-sex couple is fighting to have both of their names on their son's birth certificate. Ashley and Ruby Henderson want the Tippecanoe County Health Department to put both of their names on the document, but the department would only list Ruby's name. The health department reportedly claimed they could not list both women's names under Indiana code because the birth certificate includes spaces for a mother and a father. We spoke with Ashley on the phone last night, and she says they will keep fighting.
I believe that it's not only important for my wife and our baby together, but it's important for everyone in our situation. Just like heterosexual couples, there's going to be same-sex couples having babies born every day, and they're going to deserve the rights that they have. They're going to allow us to have marriage rights, why not allow us to have family rights just like everyone else?
A spokesman for the Indiana Attorney General's office says it is reviewing that lawsuit. Well, only on 13, the city's new Justice Center could now be in jeopardy. Council Democrats are not satisfied with the numbers, so they're getting a closer look now at the billion-dollar project. Under the mayor's plan, a developer would build, operate, and maintain the Justice Center, with the city paying nearly $47 million annually over 35 years. The mayor's office says that's cheaper than the city could do on its own and wouldn't cost taxpayers a dime. But Democrats say they won't sign off on it until they get results from an independent study that they're commissioning.
If it's a good idea and it's got solid fiscal evidence behind it, then fine. But from what we've seen thus far, that's not the case. And so I think we need to do our due diligence and make sure whether or not this is actually a good project going forward.
The cost of the study is $15,000, and that money will come out of the council's budget. The Indiana Board of Education has a new plan to trim hours from the time it will take for this year's I-STEP exam. The biggest time saver comes from a 50% reduction in the number of questions requiring students to write out their answers. And here's what that would mean for students. Elementary school students will spend at least 3 hours less taking I-STEP exams. 5th and 7th graders will spend an additional hour and a half less if lawmakers agree to suspend the social studies tests. We now know that the cyber attack on Anthem does not just affect current customers. If you were a customer between 2004 and now, your information might have been stolen. And not just for Anthem. If you had Blue Cross or Blue Shield plan, you might also be a victim. Anthem is now offering identity repair assistance and credit monitoring services through anthemfax.com. You can sign up for those services even if you haven't received a letter yet from Anthem notifying you that your information was stolen. And while taking those steps to protect your credit is important, you might forget someone else in your home needs protecting too. Sunrise reporter David McAnally explains why your children's credit should also be a priority.
Anthem now says it will offer credit repair help to customers going back 10 years, and it could be the oldest and the youngest customers who may need that help most.
Kara picks up the kids at Head Start. She checks Jolia's car seat, securely fastened.
Nice and tight.
Then checks the baby.
But now something else for Kara to check and worry about. Are you an Anthem customer?
Yeah.
Are you?
I am.
So, like up to 80 million current and former Anthem customers, Kara is concerned.
I don't want anybody to have my information. They can just do whatever they want with it.
So she's waiting for a letter from Anthem and ready to start checking her credit history for any sign of fraud. And now experts say parents should check their kids' credit history too. Yes, the kids.
Some of the most vulnerable are our children.
Attorney Jeff Kosk handles cybersecurity issues. Kids like Julia don't check their credit reports, but with their birthdays and social security numbers, identity thefts can open lines of credit in their names undetected. Kosk says it's a growing area of identity theft.
Because they may not find out until they go to apply for their first credit card or some loan once, you know, they're 18 or older. And in the meantime, someone's been living under their name for however many years and can destroy their credit and create great problems. It's very much the Wild West. I mean, it's a constant fight.
To fight off the bad guys, experts, including the Indiana Attorney General, suggest parents freeze their kids' credit histories until they're ready to apply for credit. You can do it for free, something Kara can look at now.
It's getting rough. It's getting rough out here.
You can go to our website, WTHR.com, and we will link you to those free sites where you can get that help, putting a freeze on the credit reports for kids and the elderly. David McAnally, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
David, thank you so much. Only on 13 this morning, a local high school girls basketball coach is on the mend after he collapsed from a heart attack in the middle of a game. 2 weeks later, he has a clean bill of health and a grateful heart for all the love and support. Perry Meridian coach Howard Ely collapsed on January 28th with less than 30 seconds to go in the game against Cathedral. An athletic trainer grabbed the defibrillator in the gym and jump-started Ely's heart before he was rushed away in an ambulance. He credits that with saving his life.
My son said, "Dad, you're beloved." I said, "Who knew?" I mean, I knew my former players and things like that. I coached AU and stuff, you know, cared and stuff like that. But you never know. You never know that you mean something to people until something like this happens, because it just doesn't. People just don't say that kind of thing. And the outpouring of cards and phone calls.
Well, a fundraiser to help the Ely family with medical bills happens tomorrow at Teddy's Burger Joint. That's on Southport Road. The weather is once again causing problems for Valentine's Day. Last year, 5 inches of snow fell on Indianapolis on Valentine's Day, but this year, that's not the problem. It's the cold. Flowers from the exotic room at McNamara Florists are being double wrapped now before they head out the door. They just can't handle these single digits. But regardless of the weather today, florists tell us they are ready for all you last-minute shoppers.
And we'll be waiting to fill custom orders, so we'll have designers here on staff waiting to fill those last-minute orders. So we'll have people here and product here ready to accommodate that. Or if any of our stores call and they are slammed or need more product, we'll be ready to run that out and supply them as well.
Restaurants also hoping the cold doesn't scare people away. Mesh on Mass, for example, has a wait list for tonight. Last year, the snow caused many couples to cancel their reservations. Love seeing those flowers double wrapped because that's what they need to stay beautiful when they arrive at your door. You, on the other hand, might need a couple layers yourself.
Absolutely, especially later this afternoon into the evening. That's when we'll see those wind chill values dropping well below 0. This morning we are tracking snow showers that will impact your commute to wherever you're going this morning into early afternoon. I'll have those details coming up in your SkyTrack 13 forecast.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave Calabro. It's time for Operation Basketball with the Clinton Central Cheerleaders. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back. A live look downtown there. And this Valentine's Day, some couples are lacing up their running shoes as a way to kick off a romantic holiday. And we have folks there from the Riley Children's Foundation to show us a live view of White River State Park, where runners are making their way through the Be My Valentine 5K. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We're so glad that you're joining us today. We've already met some of the folks who are out there running, but this is really about an important cause. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it is. We partnered with Riley Children's Hospital Foundation, and they have a Heart campaign, which ties in nicely with Valentine's Day.
How's the turnout looking so far? I know it's awfully cold out there.
We had a few people that didn't come, but most of them are in for the long haul. They're enjoying the ice-cold, frigid weather along the canal.
I have to ask you because it looks like you're just in a sweatshirt. Are you doing okay?
I'm a little chilly, but we love the people that come out and run. We're really having a good time.
And are you seeing a lot of couples out there really using this as a Valentine's Day celebration and a date?
We get more couples at this run. It's kind of neat. A lot of times one member of a couple is a runner, and she twists her other half's arm to come out and walk. It's really fun.
I love that. No one could probably twist my arm hard enough to get me to go for a run this morning in that cold weather, but props to all the folks who are out there doing it, and of course for a great cause as well. Are folks still finishing up right now, or are they mostly clear?
It's mostly cleared. We've got a few walkers that are still left. They get a nice tumbler of hot chocolate or coffee at the end, so that's their motivation.
Wow, that would certainly be me. Well, such a great cause. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, the proceeds benefit the Riley Children's Foundation. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
I'm just shocked by all these folks just wearing sweatshirts out there. I mean, I know they're running, but still, it's freezing.
Yes, I suppose that's one of the layers that they're putting on, and definitely hard to run in a winter coat, I suppose. But you'll need that winter coat later on today. I'll tell you what, it is going to be a blustery Valentine's Day. Last year, yes, we saw over 5 inches of snow. We are seeing some snow right now on live Doppler 13 radar. This will be pretty intense at times. We're starting to pick up some heavier snowfall here in Putnam County. Taking a look at Bainbridge, Coatesville, Greencastle, seeing some pockets of heavier snow along US 40. I-70 near Cloverdale, seeing some pockets of heavier snowfall. Hendricks County starting to see some of the snow. Again, the northern portion of Hendricks County dry right now, but we're seeing heavier snow in the southern portion. Bloomington, Ellettsville along US 37, definitely seeing some heavier snowfall as well. We are going to see that pattern pushing off to the east-southeast. Crawfordsville right now, it is dry right now, but we do expect to see some light snow showers there as well. It is currently 29 degrees in Indianapolis, still 30 in Columbus, 31 in Bloomington where the snow is hitting, 25 in Lafayette. We're starting to see that colder air moving in from the northwest. Going to push to the southeast. Wind chill values in the low teens across Lafayette, Kokomo, and Marion, making it feel like it's 20 in Columbus. But we are going to see blustery conditions later this afternoon due to these windy conditions and falling temperatures. Sustained winds right now at the Indianapolis airport, 22 miles per hour. The air temperature has been holding steady in the upper 20s this morning, but they'll start to drop here very shortly. Snow squalls will be expected today. Could see a coating to a quick inch of snow in some locations this morning into early afternoon. The winds will be significant today. We could see them gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour with sustained winds around 20 to 25 miles per hour and reduced visibility. As that snow falls, we'll see that kicking up due to those very windy conditions causing some slick roadways. It's all due to this Arctic front, and it is going to blast across the Great Lakes area, ushering in this much colder air on the backside of this system. So notice future track keeping some snow showers in the area through the morning and on into the afternoon. I do expect to see occasional snow showers thanks to some lake effect snow showers. We have that long fetch of Lake Michigan, and those cold winds out of the north will be coming off of that lake, causing some snow bands to develop right along Peru, Marion, Muncie, likely through Kokomo, Tipton, and as far south as Noblesville, with some of those snow showers through the afternoon on into the evening. Temperatures will be falling this afternoon. They will fall into the low teens later this afternoon. It will just be a blustery day with those winds kicking up. Wind chill values will be falling below 0 later this afternoon, and the snow bands will start to shut down as we head into the overnight hours tonight on into early tomorrow morning. Later this evening, a wind chill advisory kicks in, and it will continue for all of central Indiana until tomorrow morning. Wind chill values will be running 15 to 20 below zero, and those winds will be out of the northwest, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Air temperature falls to 2 degrees tomorrow morning and only climbs to 15 tomorrow afternoon. Just a blustery, bitter cold day tomorrow as well. So today, temperatures fall to 10 degrees on your Valentine's Day. Snow showers could be intense at times, down to 2 above tomorrow morning. High of just 15 on Sunday. We do have a chance of some light snow, mainly in south central Indiana on Monday. Another chance of snow on Wednesday, but notice bitter cold conditions return by the middle of the week.
Operation Basketball on Eyewitness News is brought to you by Reed Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Ray Skillman Automotive, and powered by the IHSAA.
Go time!
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Operation Basketball. The Clinton Central cheerleaders in the house. You can tell they're fired up. They're going to rock the house in a minute with a big cheer. Right now, let's play the game. It's ladies' night on Operation Basketball last night. The Heritage Christian Eagles preparing to chase their 6th state title in 10 years. The Eagles ranked #1 in 2A. Heritage after Shortridge. Tyesha Harris going full speed. She finished with 17. Eagles up by 14 in a hurry, but this little one is not impressed. Alondria busy chatting with her teddy bear. Back to the game, Shortridge senior Macy Davis with some determination with 25 points.
If you can't jam with us, then you can jam it off.
Shortridge with some great spirit, but Allison Schofield and the Eagles finish it off. Heritage Christian wins 80-47. Let's head to Hamilton Southeastern. The Royals facing the rivals from Fisher. Royal Nation ready for this one. The Royals go to work. Bree Lloyd with a 3. She finished with a dozen. Check this out, a creative way to ask a date to the prom. Bruce got a yes from cheerleader Mira. No time for romance. Adriana Murphy with 15 and Kara Gurka down low with 15 as Fisher's wins a thriller, 36-35. Yeah. And welcome back. Time for the Cheerleaders of the Week from Clinton Central. Ladies, take it away.
Ready. Bulldogs are here. Back again this year. Black, white, green with Channel 13. Operation Basketball, climbing to success. Clinton Central. Oh, yes.
Nice job, Clinton Central. Good to have the Bulldogs in-house. Hey, speaking of the Bulldogs, the Butler Bulldogs with a huge game coming up later today, taking on #6 Villanova. Battle for the Big East lead. Probably the biggest game that Hinkle Fieldhouse has seen in many, many years. Good luck to the Dogs. We'll have live coverage tonight at 6 o'clock right here on Channel 13. Thank you, Clinton Central. Did you guys have fun, right? Yeah, Operation Basketball. Go to our website, WTHR.com, for much more. I'm Dave Calabro. Have a great Saturday.
Dave, thank you. And as you just mentioned, the Butler Bulldogs are taking on the #6 team in the country, the Villanova Wildcats. It's a matchup that Bob Kravitz says could really tell us what the Bulldogs are made of. You can read his column right now exclusively on WTHR.com. Well, all indications are that Denver Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning will return to the NFL for another season. ESPN is reporting that Manning told the team that he is, quote, physically and mentally prepared to play next season. Again, this is according to ESPN, and the Broncos do have a few weeks left to decide. If Peyton is on the roster March 9th, his $19 million salary for 2015 becomes fully guaranteed. NBC says Peyton Manning will be part of the SNL 40th anniversary special, which you can see right here on Channel 13. It happens on Sunday night. We all remember Peyton was one of the best sports stars to ever host the show. Manning, who hosted in March of 2007, was best remembered for a very memorable United Way skit, and you can watch the Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary special Sunday night at 8 o'clock right here on Channel 13. An update for you this morning on that teenager whose story went viral after a special moment in a Target store. It's proof of the power in a random act of kindness.
I just can't wait to start working.
With this paperwork, 15-year-old Yasser Moore is now a Chick-fil-A employee.
What has happened between these 2 weeks has just been amazing.
We take a long time hiring. We were very selective on who we bring into our team. You see her went through a 3-stage interview process. On average, we hire around one person on every 100 people we interview.
This is the picture that started it all. A shopper in Target saw Moore getting help with his newly purchased tie and a pep talk in preparation for the interview earlier this month. The picture of this act of kindness quickly spread like wildfire on the web and captured everyone's hearts.
It's not terribly surprising to see that this has really resonated with so many people around the nation and around the world, really, because this is a great story about people helping other people they don't even know.
Now with a new job and lots of support, Moore says he's ready to take on the task of serving those who want to eat more chicken, but not before he gives back to those who have helped him.
And as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm going to thank them and give them a gift.
Oh, we love that story. Well, get ready for another cold day. We have a live look at the downtown area, looking good so far, but it feels frigid. Kelly's back with us for a final look at your Valentine's Day forecast after this.
Good morning. 10 a.m. came early here at WizardCon. You can see hundreds of people making their way inside, and this is music to the ears of the city of Indianapolis. I'm Matt McCutcheon. I'll explain why and show you the sights and even the sounds coming up next here on Sunrise.
Welcome back. Time now 9:55, and this weekend, sci-fi, pop culture, movies, comics, video games, all comes together. All of it highlighted at the Convention Center. Indianapolis is hosting its first Wizard World Convention. Sunrise reporter Matt McCutcheon is there live now with more. Matt.
Naomi, good morning. 5,000 people expected here this weekend. Right now I'm on the hover round here for the DeLorean. You know this from the Back to the Future movie. This is one of 2 cars here on display this weekend. Joining us now is the person behind this. Good morning to you. Tell us about this car and what it raises money for.
Well, this is a 1982 DeLorean that my wife Terry and I built into a time machine from the movie Back to the Future, and we use it to raise money and awareness for the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research.
All right, well, welcome to Indianapolis and enjoy the show. Speaking of being welcome to Indianapolis, 5,000 people expected here throughout the weekend for the show, generating $1.7 million for Indianapolis. This is one of 6 different shows going on this year alone, equating to about a $65 million impact to the city's tourism with things like hotels, restaurants, for example, as well as bringing 85,000 people to our city from all over the world.
Here with all the connected hotel rooms and being able to be nice and warm, we know that's an attractant to event planners like the folks with Wizard World who say, hey, even though it's February and cold, my delegates, my visitors can walk seamlessly from hotels into the mall, into the convention center and not go outside. And that's a sellable point that Indianapolis continues to win event after event.
Tickets are $45. If you buy them online, it will cost you $45. You'll save $10 compared to buying them here at the door for $55. We have more information on tickets as well as those 6 other shows, which include things like Awesome Con, Pokemon Con, all kinds of different things like that. You can find out more information about that on WTHR.com. Again, the DeLorean, one of several different things you'll see here. Doors just opened a few moments ago. A lot of celebrities here as well. So, Naomi, I don't have to tell you, I know you were here yesterday talking and mingling with some of them as well. There is definitely a lot to see here this year. Reporting live, Matt McCutcheon, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, but somehow I missed that. I did see the Batmobile. I got my picture taken inside. There's a lot of really fun, cool stuff to do. Matt, thanks so much. Also happening at the Convention Center this weekend, the Indiana Home and Garden Show. Experts will be showcasing the latest trends for everything inside and outside your home. The convention continues today from 10 to 8 and tomorrow from 10 to 5. Tickets are $5 for adults, kids under 18 get in for free. Well, dog lovers all over the world will watch the Westminster Dog Show this weekend on TV, but now there's an app so you can follow the action right from your phone. The Westminster app will give viewers a live look at each of the more than 27,000 dogs entered, and this year's winner will be chosen Tuesday night at Madison Square Garden. There are so many to choose from to be your favorite, but that's the top dog right there, is the one that wins the Westminster show. If you're staying in Indy this weekend, be prepared. It's going to be a cold Valentine's Day.
That's right. We are tracking blustery, snowy conditions for this Valentine's Day. As you can see, temperatures right now still been holding steady in the upper 20s in Indianapolis, but we're starting to see them trending down as we look towards Lafayette, down to 23 already, Kokomo 25 and 27 in Crawfordsville. Temperatures will tumble throughout the day.